everyone, and welcome back to Sealant Plays The Samus Medieval. We're back picking another quest, and we're gonna do Rise of a Playwright. Any good kingdom needed a skilled bard to tell tales of heroic deeds and the magnificent struggles. The kingdom of Honoka was no exception. Would Ellie have what it took to become a bard whose tales and songs will be remembered throughout history? You get more points. I didn't notice this last time. Now let's do a plagiarism. And we're back with Ellie. Select a supporting role. Oh, well, we only have Honoka as the support, so we don't have a choice. Ellie received a summons from Aldebrand, the servant, on behalf of the monarch. Details were vague, but there was a mention of some kind of special event at which the bard's talents would be required. Ellie set out to find out the details. Speak with the servant about the upcoming event, and then we gotta do our stuff. Surely you've heard it. You were to complete on behalf of Honoka in our first annual Battle of the Bards. The other competitors have already arrived and are lodged in the village, should you wish to meet them. Lady Honoka expresses her supreme confidence that you will bring great honor to Honoka when you win the competition. Well, we gotta write 2 poems when I'm in a good mood. Okay, we cleared our duties. Now go back to sleep. Oh, we got a brick wall now. I didn't know that. That's cool. Bye, Ellie. Have fun. Ellie made her way through the crowded street. She saw a seedy-looking man calling out to her. The little man gave his pet boar a pat on the head and flashed a toothless grin. He held up some seashells and a pearl. Let's place a bet. 50 simoleons so you can't find the pearl. I can either place the bet or refuse. Ooh. Let's accept the challenge. We got money. Ellie slapped the gold money on the gambler's makeshift table. The toothless con man held up a pearl. It gave a cackle and cuffed it swiftly under one of his shells. The shells moved swiftly, far too swiftly, in fact, for Ellie to have a fighting chance. The gambler cackled as Ellie walked away. That's all I could read. Well, I guess Ellie failed. The competitors have all agreed to meet at the tavern soon. I should greet them when they arrive. Well, luckily your house is right here. Thanks for hosting this meeting. It's an honor to be included in the competition with people like Bard Sammy, the popular. Oh, and you are all too, of course. Please excuse my manners. I think that half glass of wine is going to my head. Pleased to meet you, Ellie, and this is my companion, Morna the Lovely. She has been my muse for many of the best works. I'm just glad I could find time in my busy schedule for this. My plays are in such high demand lately. I've taken to hiring a bodyguard to keep watch over my notebook. Pleased to meet you, Ellie. I look forward to taking time to sample the various delights of Honoka while we are still here. If I weren't paid so well, there's no way I could handle this job. Poetry and music are so boring. They make me sleepy. Oh, boo-hoo. Has Ellie had enough partying? Oh, I could kick him out or party must go on. Let's kick him out. I'm done. Sorry. Find someone new or woo Morna the Lovely. Ooh. I guess we'll do the first option. Morna and I are both grateful for your hospitality. If you excuse us, we're going to go stare into each other's eyes and take turns sighting contently. If anything ever happened to Morna, I don't know how I'd ever find inspiration for my plays. Have you met her rivals in the upcoming Battle of the Bards? Ellie knew that her victory was no sure thing, unless... Ellie smiled deviously. In the time leading up to the competition, she would sabotage her competitors and assure glory for Honoka. Oh wow, you want to sabotage. Okay, you're getting interesting here. How nice of you to ask, Ellie. What I enjoy most is new experiences. Beyond that, I can't resist someone who wears llama musk oil. If I can get Bard Sammy the Popular to do a little performance for people, it will keep him distracted while I steal his notebook. Oh, Ellie, we are so evil. The notebook is mine. I'll just have a quick look over it to find all the best parts. Then once I've taken care of the other 2 bards, I'll sit down and repurpose one of Bard Sammy the Popular's plays as my own. Well, we are plagiarizing, which is not smart, but whatever. I kind of did the easy route. I don't want to do the hard worker route. It's too much work. Your words are so beautiful and you smell like heaven. I'll let go of him to know it's over. Then you and I can go have a little fun. Whoa. Okay, you're too far. I hope I don't have to get married to her. Because I was not planning Ellie to get married to some random person. And done. I can't wait to see the look on Bard Sammy's face when I beat him in his own play. I should let Elderbrand, the servant, know we're ready for the competition to begin. Excellent. I should tell Lady Honoka the Great we are ready for her. She will come to the tavern as soon as possible. Please speak to her when she arrives. Altanokazaka is pleased to be host to the first ever Battle of the Bards. We thank Merchant Prince for Darnell of Tredidoni and Smithmaster Latia of Craftful for serving our panel of judges. Sadly, 2 of our competitors have removed themselves from the competition, so we are down to only 2 bards. Our first place shall come from Altanokazaka's very own Ellie. Let the Battle of the Bards begin. And obviously, we have to go back home and perform our play.
Konin Imsham, Brazel Ife. Barosh Kotin Zay. Imse, Darwin, Ferry. Hemsik Janek.
What knavery is at work here? I have just watched my own play performed verbatim before my very eyes. Even the characters' names were the same. She just switched everyone's first and last initial. I have been robbed. I demand that this lean-witted bard be taken into custody and punished as a criminal. Uh-oh. What have you to say about this, Ellie? To whom does the play rightly belong to? The play is mine. I will not have my kingdom's own bard accused of theft with no proof to back it up. I hereby declare Bard Samuel the Popular disqualified from the Battle of the Bards for insidious conduct. Also, he's in trouble, not me. Cool! You have successfully stolen someone else's work and claimed it as your own. Even better, you won a competition against that person using their own work against them. Maybe you should consider a career as a spy. And we get to make a merchant. Okay, so we got Nozomi here. We're gonna go make her really quick. And her traits are eloquent, good, and her negative trait is compulsive gambler. I don't know if that's accurate, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. But yeah, we're ready to start our next quest. Royal Holiday. Everyone needed to take a vacation sometimes, even a monarch. Ruling over the people have become a bit tiresome, and the time had come to take a trip somewhere that might offer a bit of a break from the day-to-day toils of being the most powerful sim in the kingdom. It was all a bit much. The peasants who came and petitioned for absurdly expensive whale hunts, the foreign diplomats who wanted more funding for their pet projects, the howling of the chinchillas that rose from the forest each night. It was time for a royal holiday and fast, but where to go? Lady Honoka resolved to ask her advisor, who always provided sound advice. Well, Your Highness, there are 2 places that I would recommend. The first is a small town called Luffington, nestled among cozy rolling hills. The other is the bustling city of Smortle, or whatever. Some of our villagers may know more about these places, so I would encourage walking amongst the people and hearing what they have to say. Ah yes, I've been to Luffington. Quite a trip it was. The people are quite friendly. The ales and wines, they were simply the best drinks I have ever drank. That does not help. While the bustle of Smortle isn't for everyone, there's always something there that'll entertain her. They reveal in spectacle and have daily tournaments and feasts. I had a great time and would recommend a visit to Smortle to anyone. City of Smortle, let's do that. Time to get on that boat for vacation. Now, do we go to Smortily or no? Well, I guess we'll find out. The streets of Smortily were bustling with activity as Lady Honoka the Great made her way through the crowd. A man quickly passed by, shouting cheerfully, and put a filer into Honoka's hands. A quick look down revealed that the filler was about 2 events simultaneously, happening later in the day. They appear to be both a grand tournament in the center square of Smortily, as well as a grand feast in the local reception hall. Lady Honoka the Great only had time to attend one of these. Which will it be, the tournament or the feast? Go with the food. As the dishes were laid out, Lady Honoka's mouth began to water. What an array of soups, meats, and fish. There was one stew in particular that Honoka had her eye on, and she eagerly waited for it to be passed down the table. As the first spoonful touched her lips, Honoka's eyes widened. The city of Smortily was quite the scene, and the feast I attended was the height of an extravagance. There was one stew there that was one of the particular interest to me, a local recipe that seemed to bring my taste buds to life. I must write the Smortily chefs immediately to see if I could get the recipe. Oh, we're low on energy. Well, thankfully, we made it back to the castle. Okay, she's sending a request for the recipe. The request has been sent off to Smortily, but I don't feel satisfied just by sitting around. I wonder if I can make it myself from memory. Oh, I would be terrible at that. This particularly unsociable guidesman was judging guilt of the heinous war crimes of which they were accused. I take great pleasure in signing this arrest warrant. Spices, trout, and wheat. We only need one. Oh, wow. There's 3 to remember. Well, I'll take a screenshot. A bent-over Yakuthan woman beckoned Lady Honoka towards her discreet tent. You look like you are in need of guidance, my child, she whispered in a gravely voice. Your fortune for a 5. Sure, why not, or no? Let's do no. And we completed the big spender achievement. Ooh. No thanks, said Lady Honoka firmly, but politely. I'm too busy for fortunes right now. The young woman stared back silently as Lady Honoka nervously pushed her way through the packing street, occasionally glancing back at the mysterious creepy woman until she was swallowed by the crowd. Oh, that's traumatic. A letter has arrived. We at the Smortily Culinary Center received a request for the recipe for Smortily stew. While we don't give it out, your heartfelt love for our soup warmed the cauldrons of our collective hearts. In return for the joy you have given us, please accept as a gift the enclosed book, which details the preparation of the stew. Cool. Now that's a stew. What a great reward at the end of the grand vacation. I should write a proper note of thanks to the Smortily Culinary Center. Letter's written and there's one thing left to do. Drop it in the messenger post and send it on its way. Quest complete. Royal Holiday. As the carrier pigeon flew off into the sky, carrying the official note of thanks, Lady Honoka sighed contentedly. The vacation had gone well. Honoka had learned something new, and she would now be able to return to her duties as monarch with a renewed fervor. I don't know what that word means. Honoka looked out onto the horizon and smiled, and just for a moment it almost seems as if the entire kingdom smiled with her. Oh, that's nice. I should build a clinic. Let's see if we can build any other places.
Nope.
Okay, I made Maki. Her positive traits are greedy and vain. Her negative trait is hubris. Felt like that was fitting for her. But yeah, anyways, guys, I think I'll leave this part here. I don't know how many quests we have left, but it looks like we got 7 quests left. I don't know if there's gonna be any more added. But yeah, I can't wait to get through them and see what happens. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I guess I will see you all next time in another The Sims Medieval video, or whatever I make next. Goodbye for now.